Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's episode is the HR budget build part 1. Today I'm going to be taking off the front grille, painting the radiator support panel, putting new headlights, blinkers, bumper on, stuff like that. Yeah, just freshen up the front end. Going to put it all back on when I'm finished. As I said guys, I'm not stripping this down, I'm just fixing it as I go so I can drive it daily. Yeah, I got up this morning watching a bit of YouTube car content to get me a bit of inspiration, as you'd call it. Came across a new one, Matty Willow. Give a shout out to Matty, seems like a cool guy making car content. But one thing he said stuck in my head, and that was about Aussie YouTube creators, how we don't get enough recognition, subscribers, views, stuff like that. And yeah, I agree. I mean, compared to their bigger country counterparts like the USA, you know, they got 350 million compared to our 30 million for a start, so we're a little bit behind on that front. But if everyone in Australia could, you know, help each other out, subscribe to people's new channels, help each other out, we could all get ahead, you know. I follow other car content creators as well. You don't have to watch every episode, you don't have to watch every episode of mine. I mean, I don't watch every episode, I just subscribe just to support people. So yeah, if you can support back, it'd be great guys. If you could subscribe, doesn't cost you anything. I've got 245 subscribers at the moment. I'd like a bit more, but I'm not complaining even at that. I'm only new, I'm an amateur. I'm not very entertaining, as some would say. I've got a head for radio, but maybe that's the problem, who knows. But yeah, I'm not here to make big entertaining videos. I'm here to show the people about the old school Holden rebuilds. I know a lot of you do like to see that sort of stuff. I know I do. You don't see it much anymore on YouTube, especially, you know, an old HR or any old Holden like that. So yeah, so sit back guys, tell me what you think of today's episode. Leave a comment, tell me if you think it looks good, whether it looks fucking shit. Any comment's a good comment. So sit back and we'll get into it. Alright guys, I'm just about to take the front bumper off. She's got a nudge bar on there, it's pretty much welded on, so I'm probably up for a new front bumper. Going to take the grille, lights and all that out, clean all that up, clean up and paint the radiator support panel, and we'll see how she all comes up then, eh? Alright, so here she is in all its hideous glory. As you can see, it's going to take a bit of sanding and wire brushing, but it'll come up. I'll probably paint the inside headlight surrounds. Not that you see them, but makes it look good. So we'll see how we go. Alright, so I'll skip the boring shit for you of hours and hours of me sanding, and ended up taking it back to bare metal. Thought it was going to be a quick rub down, but that wasn't the case. I just ended up using a wire wheel on the drill to get into the little fiddly bits that I couldn't. Then I just sanded the bigger parts, painted the headlight holders, freshened them up. Yeah, she came up really good. I just use pressure pack cans, not getting the spray gun out for little jobs like that. Yeah, but she came up really good. Just etch primed it, painted it and clear coated it. So yeah, she looks nice and fresh. I know you won't see all this sort of stuff once the grill and that's back on, but yeah, I like it nice and fresh anyway. When I take stuff off, I like to paint what's behind it, so when I put it all back on, she's nice and fresh. So now I'm onto the grill, polishing that up, headlight, surround, stuff like that. Just going to look pretty fresh on the front. Alright, so I've cleaned the grill up, polished it all up, painted all the brackets behind it. It was a bit fun with a little brush in between the grills, but got there in the end. I bought a couple of more things to freshen up the front end. Obviously the blinker lenses were all faded and cracked, so was the emblem. So I bought a new emblem, new lenses, so that should freshen up the front end pretty good. Alright, so she's finally all back together. Got the headlights put back in, the trims, new blinkers. I tell you what, makes a big difference. Check out the new blinker lenses. It's got new headlights. The new badge just kills it. So yeah, it was well worthwhile doing all this. I think she came up really nice. So I also decided to put a new alloy radiator in it. I had it laying around from the last HR. It didn't fit because the fan was hitting it, but for some reason it fits in this one. Might have a shorter pulley or something on it, I don't know, but there's a bit of space between the fan and the radiator now. So I just kept the old radiator, so if something happens to this one, I've still got the old radiator. I'm going to paint it up. Yeah, I'd rather, if there's a heating problem, I'd rather ruin this one and then put the original back in. I also painted the front bottom apron, as you can see. Looks good. Just got to put the bumper bar back in now. And yeah, so there's the radiator. There's a bit of a gap between the fan there now. So yeah, looking good. Put the bumper on, see how we go. Alright, so the front end's all back together, all complete once again. Got the bumper on, grill and that came up really good. Little front apron I painted, bumper bar, grill, looks good. Just hoping I can get the rest of the car to look good. Alright, so we've done the front. I'm going to head off to the back now, do the boot. I've taken the boot off already to get in there. But yeah, just going to sand the boot down. The tank, I've already started on doing some wire wheel brushing. And we'll see how she comes up. I'll save you the boring stuff of watching me sanding and stuff like that. And we'll see when we're ready to paint. Alright guys, so the boot's all done and painted. I just gave it a light sand, I didn't go overboard. Just used body deadener on the inside of the quarter panels where there was all red dust, being an ex-variety bash car. I just did all the rough bits in sound deadener, like the floor, the rails, and then I just did the shiny bits in gloss black, like the tank and the sides. Came up pretty good. I mean, I wasn't after a professional job and I didn't get one, but it looks nice and fresh and tidy, and that's all I was after. So it's a pretty easy job if you're just after a quick tidy up. So now I'm on to the next thing. So now all the boot's all completed. I also painted the boot lid, just freshened it up, done the back beaver panel, around the tail lights, came up good. Just trying to get the rest of the car to look like that. Alright, so now I'm going to start on the back end of the car on the inside. Going to clean up the parcel tray, give it a bit of a paint. I know you don't see it, but like I said, may as well freshen it up. Wire brush the floors. I've got a tin of body deadener somewhere. Just going to wire brush it, body deaden it, freshen it all up, make it look good. Going to make a new parcel tray that sits on top. The old one was pretty crappy and warped, as you'd expect. I'm going to make a new one, put some big ass speakers in it, and I've got some new seats. I've got some BH Commodore Velour seats that are going to go in it, because the old seats were pretty much chopped, they were pretty cooked. So we'll freshen it up and I'll come back when we've done it. Alrighty, so here's the finished product. As I said, I'll cut out all the bullshit for you of the wire brushing and painting and stuff. It's pretty boring, but yeah, she came up alright. I just quickly wire brushed it. I was never ever going to get it smooth, so being so old and stuff. So yeah, I sprayed some kill rust on the floor as an added protection anyway, but yeah, she came up good. I got halfway through it, pinched a nerve in my back, so I had to have a day off. That's what happens when you get old and you've got to work in tight spaces. But anyway, yeah, all I want to do was give it that fresh look. You're not going to see it anyway once the parcel shelf and the seats are back in. I've got the backboard there for the hole in the boot there, and I'm also after some seat belts if anyone has any. I'm after the two sides and the middle lap belt. If you've got any advice also on the hood lining, let me know. It's pretty stained. I don't know if you tried cleaning it, if it doesn't come out, whether you can paint it, I'm not sure. If not, I'll just get some new hood lining. But yeah, once the seats and the parcel shelf's back in, should look pretty good. So here's the old parcel shelf board, hence why I made a new one. It's pretty warped, so I just use that as a template to cut out a new one, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so I made this parcel shelf board. I just bought some MDF. It's about 12mm thick, so it's quite thicker than the thin one that was on there. And I just wrapped it in carpet because, yeah, to fucking hide the bodgy lines I cut. But anyway, I was going to wrap it in vinyl, but vinyl's pretty thin and it rips pretty easy, so carpet will do the trick. And there's a method behind me madness. The reason why I made it a lot thicker is because I bought some Commodore rear seats, and the back of the seat sits up higher than the parcel tray. So to compensate for the gap along the seat where it sticks up a bit higher, I thought I'd make the board a bit thicker to cover that up. So we'll see what she looks like when she's in. Alright, so I'll put the parcel shelf back in. Looks pretty good. I had to wedge it in a fair bit because it is nice and tight now because it's so thick. But she fits in there perfectly. Looks 110% better than what it did. Anyway, time to put the speakers in, see what it looks like. Alright. Oh, look at that. Sits in there perfectly. There we go. Now just put the other side in. Beautiful. And there we go. Looks 100% better. So here's a view through the back window anyway. Just the covers are a bit dirty. Could have gave them a bit of a clean, but I'll do that later. But yeah, it looks good through the back window. I don't know if you can see it that good, but yeah, it came up pretty good, so I'm happy with that. Looks good from behind. Geez, I've said that a few times in my life. Anyway, there's the other side. But yeah, as I said guys, I mean, it's cheaply made, but I'm on a budget. I mean, anyone can do this sort of stuff yourself. Save yourself some money. Just use the old one as a template. Cost me about 10 bucks for the MDF board. I had some old carpet laying around anyway, so have a go, just do it yourself. All you need is a jigsaw, and yeah, give it a go. Alright, so now I'm going to put some tunes in it. I kept the old stereo out of the previous HR I had because it cost me about $2 all up for the package. The stereo alone was about 900 and something, nearly $1,000. Plus I bought an amp, 6x9 speaker, so it was nearly $2 worth of stereo. So that's why I kept it when I sold the previous HR, because I only had it in there for a few months, so I wasn't going to let it go. As you saw in the previous video at the start, when I did the tour of the HR, had a lot of lights and stuff in, like had this in there. It was all for the beacon lights, the backup lights, driving lights, USB ports, shit like that. Also had a CB stereo down here. There's a few holes for the switches that he had up there as well. So don't know what I'm going to do there, how to fill them, but I'll work that out later. But for now I'm just going to put the stereo in. It's a touchscreen Sony, so yeah, there should be some really good tunes in it. Alright, so here she is. Should slot in there pretty easy. Get in there. There we go. It just slides in that easy. and there you go. Yeah, it's a good stereo, this one, because it's got adjustable slides on the back, so you can adjust it up or down. In this case I had to adjust it down so I'd fit it under my crash pad. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's got a speaker as well for the phone if you want to talk on the phone. Just got to brace it from behind now to make it a bit more stable, and yeah, should be good. Alright, so here's the backboard that goes behind the seat, covers the hole in the boot. The missus just covered it in carpet for me. I think it came up great. We'll see what it looks like when we put it in. Alright, she's all hooked up now. Got some tunes going. Yeah, I hooked up the back speakers. I've hooked up the amp. Yeah, she sounds pretty good. Just good stereo, this one. I mean, you got rear camera, you got USB, you can talk on the phone, Bluetooth, all the jazz. But yeah, it's all touch screen. It's really good. You might want to turn your volume down for this bit, but yeah, she's quite loud. Yeah, thanks to the amp. But yeah, I've hooked up it all. I've got the backboard in, and I've got the amp hooked up to the back of that. We'll go have a look at that. There she is. Just got to tidy up some wiring now. But yeah, looks good. Now that the backboard's in as well. Yeah, it's coming up good. Just got to clean the boot out, fix up the wiring, and yeah, looks cool. So here are the old seats that were in it. As you can see, a little bit under the weather. The bottom one's worse, that's why I took it out. There's a bit of a burn mark there, a bit of fire happened in the back. Don't know what happened there. Maybe someone was doing a bit of a Bill Clinton and dropped their cigar down the crack and started the fire, who knows. But yeah, anyway, vinyl seats, don't like them. They're hot in the summer, burn the back of your legs, and you can feel the springs on your ass. But here's the Commodore, early model Commodore velour seats I bought off Marketplace. They look really good, they're really comfy. So everything in the back here is all done now. All I've got to do now is I've got the matching pair bucket seats to go in. I just got to modify the brackets for it, take these little things out. Once that's out, I'm going to rip up the vinyl flooring, clean all the floor, put new carpet in, and yeah, should look good. But yeah, that's it so far. Alright guys, going to wrap it up here. Hope you enjoyed the first part of the budget build. Keep an eye out for the second episode coming out soon. Yeah, just like and subscribe guys, that'd be much appreciated. See you next time, cheers.